Chapter 8. A Bloodline Under Judgment. Up to this point, the genealogy of Jesus has confronted us with broken people. Now it confronts us with broken systems. The story does not move from failure to improvement. It moves from failure into judgment. This matters because grace that ignores judgment feels sentimental, and mercy that bypasses consequence feels dishonest. The bloodline of Jesus does not escape judgment. It passes through it. Judgment is not the opposite of grace. In Scripture, judgment is often misunderstood. It is not merely punishment. It is exposure. Judgment reveals what cannot stand as it is. Israel's history reaches a point where corruption is no longer occasional, but systemic. Kings exploit. Priests compromise. Prophets are silenced. The covenant people begin to mirror the nations they were meant to bless. Judgment becomes inevitable, not because God is impatient, but because truth must be named before healing is possible. When kingship collapses, the monarchy, which began as a gift, slowly fractures. David's line continues, but its faithfulness does not. Power concentrates, justice erodes, idolatry multiplies. By the time of the later kings, the throne remains, but its authority is hollow. The prophets speak clearly. The line has not been abandoned, but it is being disciplined. Judgment does not erase the promise. It strips away illusion. Exile is the most severe judgment Israel experiences. It is not simply displacement. It is theological silence. The land is lost. The temple is destroyed. The monarchy collapses. The bloodline continues. But without a crown, without a throne, and without visible favor. Generations are born and die without resolution. This is where many stories would end. But Scripture insists on telling this part slowly. Because faith that survives exile is no longer dependent on success. A line that does not break. Even in exile, genealogies are preserved, names continue to be recorded. Families remember who they are without power to enforce it. This quiet persistence is itself an act of faith. The bloodline narrows, not because God forgets, but because He is refining. What cannot carry promise is removed. What remains is fragile, but faithful. Why the curse is remembered? Certain judgments spoken over Israel are not erased by time. They linger as warnings. The curse attached to disobedience is not forgotten. It becomes part of the story the Messiah inherits. This prevents any illusion that Jesus arrives to correct a minor error. He arrives to confront a deeply rooted fracture. Judgment makes grace necessary. Without it, the cross would feel excessive. Hope that survives silence. The prophets speak into exile, often unheard, often unheeded. Yet their words remain. They promise restoration, not through renewed strength, but through transformed hearts. They speak of a king who will rule differently. A servant, a shepherd, a man of sorrows. These promises take shape in silence. No miracles, no signs, no announcements, just waiting. Why Jesus must inherit judgment. If Jesus had arrived at the height of Israel's power, he might have been mistaken for another reformer. But he arrives after collapse, after exile, after disappointment. He inherits a throne that has already failed. This allows him to redefine kingship without competing with earthly glory. Judgment clears the ground so redemption can be seen clearly. A bloodline prepared for the cross. By the time Jesus is born, the bloodline has absorbed centuries of correction. It carries memory of blessing and loss, of promise and punishment. This prepares the Messiah to carry something heavier than individual sin. He carries the weight of national failure, generational guilt, broken covenant. The cross does not fall on an untested story. It lands on a lineage already bent under judgment.